And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Hey, exit.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Man out. Pass. We go. Mike, 53. Go.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. He's got his tight end Fant. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
57, 19. Come on. You better bring it. Check one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Bond. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the Redskins' 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out 12. Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Fourth down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, tight. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike's 57. 57's right. Watch the run.
Allen now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go, Pete. Here I come. Check 31. Check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
53 is the mic.
Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Run. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. We're done. Go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barrett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flush to his right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Motion, motion, motion. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check.
Step it, and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Josh Allen, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Red. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, 80.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53's the Mike. 53. Check. 53. Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Man, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Undercrush.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 57. Mike, 57. Get that quarterback.
And he give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see the offense.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Noah Fant His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Redskins' 25-yard line.
53. Check 53. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10 yards on the
6-man.
On 2nd down now, it's Little, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the Redskins 20-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
We got 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go.
They run it again with Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kamara trying to right side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, and he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. This time, the extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And taken right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem